Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 5, data handling. So, in your day to day life, you might have come across information such as number of wickets taken by a bowler in the last 10 ODIs, marks scored by the student of your class, number of books read by each of your friend. So, the information collected in all such cases is called data. Okay, so, data is usually collected in the context of a situation that we want to study. For example, a teacher may like to know the average height of a student in her class. So, to find this, she will write the height of all the students in her class, organize the data in a systematic manner, and then interpret it accordingly. So, in data handling, we study about the statistics. So, statistics is the branch of science which deals with the collection, classification, tabulation and interpretation of numerical data. So, as I told you in the given example that when a teacher collected the data such as the average height of student in the class, then she will write the height of all the student in her class, then organize the data in a systematic manner and then interpret it accordingly. So, this is known as the data handling. Okay. So, in data handling, as I told you about the height of 5 students such as 125 centimeter, 120 centimeter, 126 centimeter, 119 centimeter, 122 centimeter. This is a raw data. Raw data means when information is collected and presented randomly. As a teacher collected the height of students, that is a random calculation. Okay, random collection it is. So, this is a raw data. Okay. So, in this data handling, sometimes we use graphical representation. When the data is represented graphically to give a clear idea of what is represented, this is known as graphical representation. We include a pictograph, a bar graph and a double bar graph in graphical representation. So, our first part is pictograph. Pictograph means to represent data using pictures or symbols. As you can see in the image, here a picture represents 2 flowers. So, in the month of January, we have total 3 pictures, that means total 6 flowers. In the month of February, we have total 4 pictures, that is total 8 flowers. In the month of March, we have total 2 pictures, it means total 4 flowers we are having. Okay, so this is the pictograph. Next, we are having bar graph, a graphical display of categorical data in which value are shown as horizontal or vertical bars. So, actually, when we display the information using bars of uniform width, their height being proportional to the respective values. So, this is known as bar graph. Okay, as you can see here, we have 2 types of bar graphs, that is horizontal and vertical bars, and the width are actually same for every bar, but the height are different according to the value they have obtained. Okay, next we are having double bar graph. Double bar graph means a bar graph showing 2 sets of data simultaneously. As you can see in the image that here we have example of pets owned in 2 classes. Okay, class A and class B. We are having 3 types of pet: dog, cat and bird, and the data is represented in graphical format by using 2 bars. So, this is the double bar graph presentation. Okay. Next, we have the organization of data. Organization means when the data is available, that is the raw data I am talking about, that is in the unorganized manner. So, to do some calculation on it, we have to organize it. So, organizing means you can make telemarking, frequency distribution you can do. So, here you can see that we have the marks of 12 students in a test. Total 12 student tests we are having, that is 4, 7, 5, 6, 4, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 5, 4, 7, 5, 6, 4, 7 and 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 5, 6. Okay, so there are the total 12 students marks. So, we have to organize the data. So, as you can see, I have made a table where marks are written. Then I created a telemarking. How I create a telemarking? Like 4 number is coming in this distribution 4 times. Okay, so I mark 4 standing line and the frequency is 4. Okay, when 5 number is coming in this distribution 4 times, so again my frequency is 4, and in telemark I have created 4 standing line. When it comes to 6 numbers कितने students के आया है, so that is all about 7 and I have created 7 standing line. Okay, so the frequency is 7. And when we talk about 7, so 7 marks कितने students के आया है, total 10, so the frequency is 10. So this way you can organize a data. Okay, next we have grouping of data. Grouping means previously we have studied about the telemarking. Okay, this is grouping. When you divide the data at a particular group, like I have created a frequency distribution, grouped frequency distribution for the age like 19 to 29 people, 19 to 29 years के जो people हैं उनका frequency यानी कि उनका number कितना है, 21 है. 29 से 34 एज वाले जितने people हैं उनका frequency कितना है, 10, यानी कि total 10 people are there जिनका एज है 29 से 34 के बीच में. ओके, 22 people are there जिनका एज है 34 से 39 के बीच में. सो दिस इज द वे यू कैन क्रिएट अ ग्रुप फ्रीक्वेंसी. ओके, नाउ वी हैव हिस्टोग्राम ऑल्सो. In histogram, what we have to do, we can use bars with a difference. Like here you can see we have a class interval 9.5 to 9.7, 9.8 to 9.10, 9.11 to 9.13, 9.14 to 9.16, 9.17 to 9.19. Okay, this is the class interval. So this is a grouped frequency interval and the frequency is given as 0, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. So we created a histogram on the basis of class interval and frequency. like 9.5 से लेकर 9.7 के बीच में जो frequency है वो 4 है. So we mark a bar till 4. ठीक है, 9.8 से लेकर 9.10 का जो class interval है उसकी frequency है 9. So we again create a bar for this and so on. So this is the way you can create a histogram for a particular given grouped frequency or ungrouped frequency data. Okay, that's it. Thank you everyone.